Okay, so I'm going to try and do a super quick tour of my growing space. This is my small garden in Splott. I try and make it a nice place for wildlife. So this is the bee buffet, where I try and have different plants growing throughout the year that provide nectar through different seasons, as well as providing a place for the birds to rummage and for bugs to live. I've got different options if the birds want to come feed here. They can come and settle down on top of the chicken house, go to the feeders, go to the table, feed from the ground. Oh, that was beautiful timing. It's really shady over the back, so this is where I have the chicken house, and the chickens are out and about in their playground today making a mess. We also have a space for composting at the back, a wormery. This is like a mini woodland area. It looks extra beautiful in spring, and it doesn't get any sun, so it's a place for ferns and for hellebores and other things that are happy down in a little woodland floor habitat, and try and put up some nesting materials up here for the birds as well. This is my little container pond made out of an old whiskey barrel, where I've got marsh marigold and cotton grass and water mint, and always try and make sure there's something floating in there, corks or sort of hollow logs for creatures to rest on and things for them to climb out of the pond on. The border down here is a little bit of a sort of hodgepodge of stuff, but it's really nice to have some apples growing. There's gooseberries in here, and plenty of places for small creatures to hide and to spend the winter if they wish to. Every year I grow teasels, and every year, like, I'm glad I did, because the birds pick off the aphids, they like the seeds, but also you have to kind of like sort of duck around them like this. And I try and make use of every little space for growing. For example, here's where a bit of the wall collapsed a few months ago, so we've got some plants in there. In the corner I've got a herb bed, which is not very well cared for, but it's good in a way, because all the salad that was at one end is bolted and the bees love to come down and visit. And the lawn is as wild as possible. I just cut it once a year, kind of at the end of summer. We've got red clover, all sorts of beautiful things growing in the lawn here. Wild roses, there's chamomile just about to flower down here, there's borage over here, and it's really fun to just dig through and see what's moved in and what creatures are living down there. We've got I've got to show you this. This is so cool. This is a mullein, and it had these lovely silvery leaves, all furry, and now they're a complete tattered state, and the weird but beautiful spike of flowers is sort of nearly coming to an end. It's covered in these big fat mullein moss caterpillars, which are just so cool to watch them growing bigger and bigger every day. And then I'm an optimist about what will grow in small spaces, so trying to grow some veg down the side. The tomatoes only went in about half an hour ago, so that's why they're looking so miserable. My sunflowers, which I grew or sowed at the Growing Street Talk workshop just before lockdown, and then all the kids' stuff just gets kind of relegated to the sort of manky, shady bit of the garden. So that is my small growing space, and I can't wait to see yours.